Hazrat Bilal Habashi Razi Allah Taala Anho. Hazrat Bilal Habashi Razi Allah Taala Anho was born in Makkah in the late 6th century, sometimes between 578 and 582 after Hijrah.
The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ chose Bilal as his muezzin, effectively making him the first official muezzin of the Islamic faith. He was among the slaves and was known for his beautiful voice with which he called people to their prayers. He died sometime between 638 to 642, dying when he was just over 60 years old. Bilal ibn Rabah was an emancipated slave of key importance in Islam. He is said to have been one of the most trusted and loyal Sahaba, and was one of Imam Ali Islam's earliest and most loyal followers. His respected stature during the birth of Islam is often cited by Muslims as evidence of the importance of pluralism and racial equality in the foundations of the religion.
According to Ibn Ishaq, Ibn Zayd went to Prophet Muhammad wasallam with his story, and Prophet Muhammad wasallam, approving, told him to ask an Ethiopian named Bilal, who had a marvelous voice, to call the Muslims to prayers, the azan. Hazrat Bilal was a slave of Umayyah ibn Khalaf, who was a terrible foe of Islam and Prophet Muhammad wasallam. When Umayyah came to know that Hazrat Bilal Taala Anho had opted to be a Muslim, he started punishing him. He ordered a slave to make him lay on the hot sand and put heavy stones on his body so that he could not move. After such punishments, news of this slave reached some of the Prophet Muhammad Wasallam's companions, who told Prophet Muhammad Wasallam of the slave. Prophet Muhammad Wasallam then sent Abu Bakr to buy Hazrat Bilal Taala Anho's freedom from Umayyah. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ later learned of Hazrat Bilal's unique voice, way of praying, and unique voice with which he spoke from the soul, and as a result of this, Hazrat Bilal anhu became the first muezzin.
Later on, some people suggested that this honor should be given to someone else because Hazrat Bilal could not pronounce the Arabic letter Sheen properly, and instead used the letter Sin. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "The Sin of Hazrat Bilal is Sheen in the hearing of God," meaning that God does not see the physical manifestation. He appreciates the purity of the heart. Hazrat Bilal had felt deep love for Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and he quoted as reciting some lines of poetry in his own language in praise of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. One verse is translated as, "When noble traits are described in our country, thou art pointed out as a model among us."
In 622, the year of the Hijrah, Hazrat Bilal migrated to Medina, and over the next decade accompanied Prophet Muhammad wasallam on all his military expeditions, serving as a Muhammad wasallam mass bearer and steward, and as a muazzin revered by Muslims for his majestically sonorous renditions of the azan. Bilal also Muhammad Wasallam's spear, which was used from 624 onward to point the direction of prayer. He fought in the Battle of Badr, in the aftermath of which he killed his former master Umayyah ibn Khalaf, and he was also in the battles of Uhud and the Battle of Trench.
Hazrat Bilal's finest hour came in 630, on an occasion regarded as one of the most hallowed moments in Islamic history. After the Muslim forces had captured Mecca, Prophet Muhammad (s.a.w.'s muezzin ascended to the top of the Kaaba to call the believers to prayer, the first time the call to prayer was heard within Islam's holiest city.
After the death of Prophet Muhammad wasallam in 632 after Hijrah, Hazrat Bilal Anhu was sent to jihad during the first and second Caliph Abu Bakr and Umar, and was removed from the position appointed by Apostle of God Prophet Muhammad wasallam. And they made the excuse that Hazrat Bilal Anhu's speech was not as smooth. It was because Hazrat Bilal Anhu was one of Imam Ali salam's devoted follower after the death of the Prophet, and that he died in Damascus around 20 after Hijrah, and after that he was buried within Bab Saghir cemetery.
After the death of Prophet Muhammad (SAW), he was specifically asked to recite Adhan by their novice Sayyidah Fatima Zahra Salamullah alayha. When he reached the words Ashhadu anna Muhammadar Rasulullah, Allah, Bibi Fatima Salamullah alayha cried so much that she fainted. After that, he never ever recited Adhan again.
After seeing so much cruelty and oppressions on Ahl Bayt, Hazrat Bilal Razi Allah Anho was not able to keep himself away and he raised the voice for the Ahl Bayt. Usman, the third caliph, did not like it, and it had been said that one day he got so angry that he beat Hazrat Bilal to death by punching and kicking with his legs. Hazrat Bilal's ribs were broken, and at that time he was very old. Hazrat Bibi Salma Razi Allah Anha took him to her house and took care of him.
It is clearly demonstrated that in Prophet Muhammad (SAW) eyes, the measure of a man was neither nationality nor social status nor race, but piety. Hazrat Bilal was devoted to the Ahl Bayt and used to publicly show his support for them. Imam Jafar Sadiq al-Islam has said, "May God bless Bilal. He loved him. He loved us, the family of Prophet Muhammad (SAW), and was one of the most pious servants of God."